I want to touch on the fact that you mentioned that you being the only musician in the family. I'm pretty similar to that. And when that came up in the conversation with Dante, he couldn't believe it. He's like, he was like so fascinated with the fact that we weren't like a family of musicians like him. And I was like, oh, hey, look, Aaron's the same way, you know.
Yeah.
So how was that growing up the only musician in the family? Like, was it harder for your parents to relate in some sense, or you know, when you told them that you wanted to do music full time? How'd you even get the gig with Eddie James? How did that happen?
So Dante was the worship director for
How did you meet Dante?
Instagram. I used to make videos like when that was, and
Wow.
that day Vine was out. You remember Vine?
Yeah, of course.
People were making Vine videos, and that's when Instagram you could only make 15-second videos. Like I was doing all that. All my Instagram was full of singing videos, and he found me. And
Wow, that's wild. Actually, see that goes right into the whole aspect of the grind. You practicing, putting stuff out there, and then that's a great. See, that's so important for people to see. It's not like you were just like it just happened. You were grinding. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Man.
no, it did not just happen. Like I put in my time. I gave my time to it. I gave my attention to it.
It's so
And
important for people to realize that.
yeah, but as for growing up, like my family was not musical. Like mom, I mean, growing up in Spanish church, everybody sang.
Sure.
So my mom was a worship leader, but she doesn't claim that. You know what I mean? Like, but she got a cute voice. She got a real beautiful voice. She knows that. I love you, mom. But you know, my stepdad did play guitar, which was pretty cool.
Sure.
He did. Now I would say he played guitar. He was all into the Beatles and. You know, he would play all these old school songs that I just didn't know. You know what I mean? Because I didn't grow up in a musical family, so music wasn't a thing in my house. I would play music, but I only play music I knew as far as church. And growing up Assemblies of God, old school, you know what I mean? You know, secular music ain't. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have listened to a lot more different things. I feel like I would have been at a totally different place musically.
Interesting.
With my gifting. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, because I loved it, it didn't matter. You know what I mean? I'm sure you have the same story. Like
100%.
You love music, so it didn't matter if your mom played or didn't play, if your dad played or didn't play, if your uncle sang or didn't sing. Like it didn't matter. I didn't need y'all.
Exactly.
Give me a little keyboard, and me and Nico, my friend Nicholas. He used to have a little Casio. It was like a grand piano Casio at his house. And we would take it back and forth. And, you know, his dad would be like, where's the piano at? At Aaron's house, you know. So shout out to Andy and Janet for letting me use their piano.
It's paid off. It's paid off.
God bless you. But yeah, man, like it really didn't matter. I think I just had a passion. I love music. Yeah, I love worship. Absolutely. I love singing. It was my thing in high school. I won, you know, talent shows at high school. Like I was on and all that stuff.